This right here is basically the perfect super small form factor all in one YouTube or Zoom meeting or live streaming setup with essentially an 8" by 8" footprint, so you can put it on any small desk or small table, and then as soon as you're done using it you can pick it up and put it right out of the way in the corner of your desk or the corner of your room or something like that. And so in this video I'm going to talk about the entire parts list of this rig, talk about what I used and why I used it, as well as of course some video and audio examples using this rig. And so basically the entire foundation of this rig is the brand new iFootage RBA 200 round base monopod. And so iFootage just released this. They actually released two different versions of it. This is the RBA 200, what I use for this. This one's basically just a mini monopod, really small form factor. You can use it for obviously stuff like this, as well as, you know, what you'd use a regular monopod for. But they also have a full-sized one, which is the RBA 300. I actually have that right here. So this is a much larger base, a much taller monopod. And this one's kind of more of a replacement to, you know, a regular size monopod that you'd use, like the iFootage Cobra monopods. You can unthread the base of the monopod from the actual stand part of it, so you can use the base for anything you want, like attaching a ball head directly to it to get really low, like on the ground shots, which means you can also use like the pole extension part of the monopod for anything else as well. So I've actually been using it for like a mic arm in my studio here, and it works great for that. I mean, it's pretty much just an adjustable arm with a 3/8 thread on the bottom and then a 1/4" and 3/8 thread on the top. It's the really unique design that iFootage uses, where it's like a 3/8 spring-loaded thread as well as a 1/4-20 in the inside, so you don't have to thread any adapters on. It's literally just 3/8 or 1/4-20 whenever you need either one of them, which is super awesome. Full disclaimer, iFootage did send me this monopod for free to make a video about. However, anything I say about it in this video and any video in the future that I talk about it in is 100% my opinion. They didn't pay me to say anything specific. Alright, now that all that's out of the way, let's get right into this build. iFootage RBA 200 is basically the whole foundation of this. So I have this round base plate on the bottom, and of course it's adjustable height, so this is as low as it goes right here. You can also bring it up. However, when it's already on a desktop or a tabletop like this, you probably don't need to go much higher than this. I mean, this is already way above my head, sitting on like a kind of a lower height table here. So it's definitely adjustable enough in terms of height. Then of course on top of that I have this right here, which is actually a Ulanzi ball head. That's pretty basic. You can pretty much use any ball head you want to. You know, whatever you use or whatever you prefer basically. And then on top of that is of course the camera. So this is an A6400. So you can get that really high quality 4K video with a Sigma 16mm lens on top of it. So this is the 16mm f1.4. which is a nice, really fast, really sharp, wide-angle lens, which is perfect for the type of stuff you'd use this setup for, basically for YouTube videos, live streaming, or really high-quality Zoom meetings or anything like that. Having the wide angle to kind of get everything in the shot is super nice, but also f1.4 provides a really shallow depth of field, so it looks professional. And then on the front of that, I actually have a mist filter. So this is a Freewell mist filter. I think it really softens things up a little bit and kind of makes the highlights less harsh, and I think it just makes A-roll look a lot more pleasing. So next up, pretty much everything below the camera right here is all for audio. So of course audio is arguably more important than video quality. Having the best audio possible really helps to level up your YouTube videos and Zoom meetings especially, because a lot of times those don't have good audio. Pretty much for any type of video, having really good quality audio is just as important as having decent looking video. And so for this, I kind of went overkill, but I think it's an awesome setup. It's still a really good budget setup for audio here, but it provides that really good XLR quality audio with a bunch of upgradability if you want to upgrade in the future. So first things first, I have a Comica CVM AX3 XLR audio interface. This isn't a recorder or anything like that. This is just basically an XLR interface adapter, and it basically allows you to use XLR microphones with regular mirrorless or DSLR cameras that only have a 3.5mm input. And so it's pretty much as simple as that. So I have that right here. It has two inputs, so I can actually add another microphone if I need to, which is super nice. So it really doesn't break the bank. It's one of the cheaper options for a 2-input XLR interface like this, and I really haven't had any issues with it so far. And then for the mic, I'm actually using a Samson CO2 microphone with just this short XLR cable here. So these Samson CO2 microphones are seriously amazing. I actually got these on sale for I think $120 for a 2-pack of them. So they come in a pack of 2. They're really small XLR microphones. Of course, these aren't gonna be amazing quality, like the most professional quality microphones. This is a budget option, But for the price, these microphones record some great quality audio, especially paired with this XLR interface. And then to connect the XLR microphone and this interface and all that to the iFootage RBA200 monopod, I basically just have two of these small rig clamps that clamp them on here. This XLR interface basically threads right into the clamp, which is super handy. And then for the microphone, I actually have this little magic arm so I can adjust it however I need to and get it closer to me. And that is basically it for this whole entire rig. Like I said, this is so small, it's so light, I can just easily pick this up with one hand, put it wherever I need to on any desk or any surface or kitchen counter or dining room table that I need to, and then film what I need to with, really high quality XLR audio, 4K video, get great looking YouTube videos, and then when I'm done, just put it out of the way, set it down wherever I need to, that's out of the way, and don't even think about it. So you can really put this setup anywhere. Right now I literally have it on a table, I'm just standing up, and I can do whatever I need to. I have the mic set up, and I can literally just set this up anywhere. I have it adjusted as high as it'll go right now on top of a table, so obviously I can stand up, but also I can go ahead and drop it down all the way down here. If I'm doing something down here, working on something right here, it makes it easy to do that as well, just in a few seconds basically. And I can even go ahead and just carry it somewhere else real quick. Change my ISO. There we go, a whole different setup, a different area. All I did is adjust my ISO. I have a window light coming in from the side here. And that basically brings me to the next part of this. The only thing that this doesn't include is obviously a light. And I really think for something like this that it's kind of meant to be really portable. You can just put it out of the way real quick, set it up wherever you need it, and then get rid of it. Adding a light to this would just add too much bulk to it, I think, for at least what I would use it for. And also, almost every house, of course, has windows. I think window light is amazing. I utilize it all the time. And obviously it's not as reliable as like a softbox right up to the side here that you can always have the same power and everything like that. Even if the sun goes behind the clouds for a few seconds and back out, it's not that big of a deal. And I really think for free, window light is like pretty much the best thing you can get. It's really high quality, of course. You're not gonna have any weird green tints like you do on cheap LED lights. And again, I'm kind of getting off track here. I basically didn't add a light to this because I think without it, just how it is like this, it's such a perfect small portable setup that you can always just set it up near a window, have the window light coming in from the side like this or at a 45-degree-ish angle, and you can get some amazing video quality like that, or even just get a separate light and set it up if you need to as well. So all in all, I think this is such an awesome setup if you have something like a temporary YouTube studio area. Like for example, if you record on your kitchen counter or your dining room table or in your living room or something like that, but you obviously can't have a huge tripod and light and microphone set up permanently in that spot. This is such an awesome thing to utilize and just, set it down, adjust it how you need to for that shot, and then just collapse it back down, put it in a corner, put it on your table somewhere, out of the way when you don't need it. So of course the entire parts list for this video for everything I used for this setup will be down in the description, as well as these new iFootage base plates. Now these will be affiliate links, so I will get a small kickback and no extra cost to you if you decide to purchase through them, which will really help out my channel, help me make more videos like this in the future, and you'll get some awesome new products. But either way, that pretty much wraps up the perfect portable mini studio stand on a pod. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video yet, but something cool like that. I don't know. Video stand on a monopod base. So that basically wraps this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely go down, hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.